How's it going, everyone? Looks like gold picked it up. 91. Nice. 60-minute chart just popped. Boom, boom. Looks like silver's popping. Silver 60-minute chart. Nice. Good job, silver gold. What's copper doing? Copper's up too. Copper's been going up though. Nice accumulation there. Looks like it's hugging a line to break copper. GDX. Looks like we're open, correct? Where's my... Yep, definitely open. Got a flat top break coming. GDX on the brink. GDXJ just almost breaking again. Almost. JNUG. Everything's popping. Nice Friday. I left my ears at work, so my microphone, so I should have a digital microphone on my computer. So does it work? Can you hear me okay? No? Let's see if JNUG's going to fill the gap first. Doesn't look like it. No one can hear me? Anybody? I left my ears at work. I don't have my ears. Microphone. Okay, cool. My microphone should be a digital microphone, so it should be okay. I'm not sure though. I always have my ears in, so is there any feedback or something, any problems or? I don't know. Yep. Popped in the last hour right before they open. Right. Got a 1 minute consolidation. I'm gonna probably take a ride on silver if it jumps. Probably come back into silver if it wants to come back in. Maybe I'll just put an order in at support. Gold's doing a reverse head and shoulders on a high level. Sounds clear. Cool. Oh, it's even clearer without Maria. Yep. There she goes. I got resistance on the way. It could be a bearish retracement coming back into support after the pop. So I have to be careful. I'm looking for the right shoulder as well. I got a left head and right. But I can't complain about the hourly chart. You can see that price pinch. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like a corkscrew, 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 pop. Copper's coming off a high. Maybe they gapped it open and they're going to close it all the way in like they always do. Blah, blah, blah. Sell the open interest all day. Let's see what's going on in the rest of the market. Dollar. Still a dance over support. Looks like a bearish flag to me. Let's watch for a rejection. Trump wants the dollar to come down so we can, so other countries can export. I think that's how it works. S&P bearish retracing over the 34 into the 34. Let's see a rejection on that 8 and 13 all the way into the 34. Although it is creating a left shoulder head, right shoulder scenario right under the 34. So price pattern is forming on S&P. VIX all the way down into support again. I don't know if these things matter anymore. It's just all a bunch of crap. Yeah, that's why it's the pinch. When price gets in the pinch, it has to make a decision up or down. But you know, you can the probabilities if it's a a bullish price pattern. If it's you know, you find those candlesticks, you find the reversal bars, you can tell if it's up or down, or you know, a higher probability up or down. Japanese yen trade, this is consolidating on a bottom. It's doing very nicely too. Spike low into the over the 8 into the 13, back in for an AB bottom. Left, it's up down up down up down. It's gonna get a price pinch in here. Look for a previous high break at 109, 110. Looks pretty good off the bottom. You got that J curve. See that 8? It's kind of like a J curve cross. Pop. It's gonna pop. Dow Jones. Lower highs, rejection, back into the 8, rejection. Now it's coming back over the 8. So let's see what happens here. I need a rejection. And then ultimately, this line is our balance off the top there. At the highs and the low. 2 points on the highs, 1 part on the low, another part on a high. So we get a nice balance point. Price is below that balance point. So I'm going to come back into the balance point, fall over. NASDAQ, same thing. It's over the 8 now, but the 8 and the 13 are crossing. So the 8's coming back into the 13 for a negative splash. Looking for a rejection on all those. Crude, looks like it's gearing up for a nice bullish pop. Not happening yet. Not on a Friday. Looks like Google's consolidating higher lows. Has to break that. Apple's still doing a high level consolidation after the break. Amazon, how are we doing on Amazon? Looks like I got a reversal bar on Amazon. It's got to pick up the pace though. Could just fall on through. I was looking for a head and shoulders top, so look for a retracement back into resistance. The last push. Yeah, gold, they opened it up. Now it's coming back in. Retarded. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Looks like I got a nick out of that. Is that a head fake? The big the big volatility move before the big move. I guess I shouldn't have sold out of that, but I don't have time to watch it, so. I rejected them, huh? Isn't that big rejection? Price pinch, pop, head fake, boom. Let's see longer term, see what happened. Slammed it down. Looks like it's going to come back into support for another gather my legs. Oh my God. Close. We were close. Let's see what happens to miners. Stupid JNUG. All right, so I'm going to do a half-day chart, monthly chart, and just look at the daily for now. Percentage gainers, I got nothing. Nothing but stupidity right now. GFI is coming back in. Where's NAK? NAK is back in 71. Close. Oh, no, there it goes. I'm going to backfill everything, I guess. Oh, Lord. Where's JNUG at? A head fake on JNUG, of course. Just a little sliver over 19 and they slammed it. That's a head fake volatility move. Let's wait for it to come into support and turn around like it is. Let's watch for that 19 break. I'm going to set an alert. This is why I love MedVed Trader. I can set up trendline alerts. Trendline alert. I'm going to set it to where the price is at the ask, above the line on the ask, so I can catch the move before it happens. I got a lot of previous highs here, but I'm using the previous high before when it all started. The previous high at, looks like it's 19 even. So we had a few tries over 19 and then it head faked one more time. So it's a nice W bottom, the W. Oh, that would have been a nice break. We had good volume on it too. Someone slammed it. Now they're on the bid, picking it up on the cheap. It is at support, Sluggo. It is at support. This is the head fake. The volatility move is in. The RSI is a little whacked, but why isn't this coming in? That's weird. We got the J curve, last month's hammer. Remember, take out that hammer on the top of that monthly chart. Confirm the hammer on the down, whatever that high is on the previous candle on the month. Last month's candle was a hammer, not perfect hammer, but take out that hammer. 19 and above. Let's get the 1 minute up. I got my trend line in. I got a bearish retracement on JNUG, so it's not ready yet on the 1 minute. Not ready. See the crack down and then the bearish retracement back into resistance at your best short. So let's watch for a double bottom. Let's watch for a pattern to form. It's not ready yet, JS Lego. Just about 50. Well, if it breaks previous lows, then your support line is not holding. So that means you got to get out. So support is at 1830 on the 1 minute chart. Gosh. Yes, a little push. That's what the big boys do. They head fake you and they slam it down, sit on the bid, carry it all the way down until all the sellers are dry. So what am I doing right here? I'm watching my Williams percent. I'm looking for a dip in the red and then coming back out of the red. I'm looking for my OBB cross. I'm looking for positive volume. I got to hold support for a double bottom, maybe a higher low on the 1 minute. We got a little reversal bar going. There's a little doji on that 1 minute. No, that's a hammer. So let's confirm the hammer on the upside, get across that 8 for support, and then we got it. There's confirmed hammer on the bottom. You got a higher low. There's your confirmation bottom right there. Or not confirmation bottom, it's a partial, but there's our trend. It's sort of there. That's our opposing point. We got to stay above that line, stay above the hammer. 1842. Good job. Looks like they're taking out the hammer now on the downside. They head faked this one more time on the 1 minute. Silly bastards. Still holding. You got to confirm it on the upside. It's got to close above the hammer. Nope. Watch for a double bottom. Watch my Williams percentage R. I'm going to go into the red, and then when I come back out of the red, there's a little dance over support. The bastards. Why is my JNUG all screwed up? Oh, it's because I don't even have it on the right setting. Oh my God. How's this happening? How's my raw data all screwed up? There we go. Oh. Oh, come on. Hold, it's got to hold. Sluggo, there she goes. It's going down for another one, another leg. Got some volume. Another hammer forming. Watch the cross over the 8. Another hammer here. Closing, 2, 1, close. Still at a higher low. Here she goes. Come on. Get across that 8 this time. Slap that pig. Come on. Watch the big boy come in and just slap it. All the way into the 34, 1870. Come on. That's a good AB bottom. Just doing a little dance. 3, 2, no confirmation yet. Oh, they're going to take it for another leg. That's not fair. Make sure you hold that double bottom, Sluggo. Don't get caught on the downside. Let's do another hammer, I guess. That'd be fine. 1825. We got it all. It's down 75. It's down 85 cents from the open. We're going to tap it. Tap. Tap the double bottom. Let's see what happens. Oh my God. Okay, so my Williams percent R is in the red. You can see the red forming. Watch the red watch the green line come across and go positive. Into the red, outside of the red. That's your buy. It's just an indicator though, so use price as confirmation. What a nasty trip. What a joke. Broke lines of support on the 60-minute. Let's see what happens. Got to sling back. That head fake's got to sling back or it's going to fall. Back to the 1 minute. You can see support on the double bottom and the 8 coming down as the resistance line. We need to get above that 8. Pop it. Oh. A little head fake on the bottom. A little whipsaw this time. Williams percent coming out from the bottom there. It's got to turn into the red, into the green. There's your buy. Cross the 8. Boom. into the 13, back into the 8. Looks like it's crossing the 13 as well. Nice. Into the 34, all the way up. Come on. Giddy on up. There she is. That's your bottom sluggo. Now buy the dips. You gotta buy the dips. I think you could paper trade on Medved too. I can't remember how though. I have to look into that. That was a pretty good bounce. Head fake on the double bottom, over 1820, back over 1820, and just slung. Coming into resistance. It popped it. Damn. See the big boys, how they do it? The bastards. Wish I had $1 million to play with everyone's money. Let's get some other things going here. Let's see what's going on. Percent gainers and miners. JNUG just churned, so maybe we can get some positive. Volume. Electronic industries. Why is that in here? Too fast. Come on, I was on the 1 minute chart helping you. Right over the 8. That was a good bounce. JNUG is not to be, it's not for the fainted heart, right? It's not for the faint heart. You got to be top of your game to play that little thing. NAK almost to 180. My resistance is at 191. So let's watch for that. I know, right? The bastards. Head faked you over the 8, over 19, all the way back into 1820. And then smack. It's that 8 on the bottoms. You got to cross that 8 on the bottoms. I love the 8. You can use the EMA 8. I'm using the T3, which is this exponential moving average, smoothed over like 6 times. And then I have the golden ratio on it as my amplifier. I love the T3s. Absolutely love them. They're like magic. You can use it 3, 5, and 8 on the bottoms and tops. I use the 8 and 13 cross system over the 34 into the 34 for my trading. Let's see. Oh, there we go. NAK got knocked back a little bit. I'm looking for that JNUG bounce, see if I can get any miners to move. I don't see much though. I got lithium. I'm looking at the green boxes for my highs. PZG, watch that one for a previous high break on the daily chart. Looks like it's brewing up right there. I gotta change this. Previous high break, 156 on up. Watch for that previous high break on PZG. Poked its head up just a moment ago. Lithium. Ugh. Lithium's back in support after a break. They knocked back NAK. Where's JNUG? Back in the support. That's the volatility move, that candle we always look for. So watch for the 19 break this time. That'll be the final time it breaks. And then we can use 19 as support. Yeah, it is a thin trade. It just poked its head up though. Support is support. Bullish moves are bullish moves. It's been consolidating for over a year. So that's good. A little bit of volume could help, but yeah, you're right. It's thinly traded. USAS, that popped yesterday afternoon, I think. Cliffs, looks like Cliffs is popping its head up. Watch for 8 o'clock high on the daily chart for a flat top break. Pretty obvious flat top break. Looks like it smacked 8 and came back into previous highs on the intraday. I am working with a double top too, so watch that. It's got to take that double top out, or else it's going to come back into support. I don't know. Miners are doing good today. It's Friday. I don't know what happened. Maybe all the stockbrokers are taking a break from slamming it. Friday afternoon, you know, they take the weekend off. Let it run for today. Still a bunch of negatives out there. IAG. Just a dip on IAG. Where's load at? Load off the bottom, nothing yet. ASM, that was on my scan earlier. Watch for a previous high break on that. Higher lows. 1885, JNUG. Lithium still hitting its highs. NAK on its highs. Or never mind, not. I thought that was a green box. It's not. It's surrounded by green boxes. PCG. Boom, boom, boom. Assuming about 1,000 shares. No, I'd let it pop 8 and then come back into support if you didn't catch the 8 break. But once it pops 8, then you have support. So if it goes back below 8, it doesn't hold support, then you're out. So, I mean, that's just how I do it. It's got to hold support. So once you find support, make sure support holds, buy into support. If it doesn't hold, then you're out. It's a very limited loss if you if it drops. So CLF, where did she go? There she is. I love CLF. It is at a double top. It's got to take it out. So once it takes out 8 and then comes back into support, you can buy that support, or you can buy the break and use 8 as your support. But usually they'll pop and then they'll come back into support. So you can be patient if you think it's just going to run. But right now it's making a reversal bar on the half-day chart. Let's see. Let's get closer in here. I got a falling star on the 60-minute chart. So it's got to take that out. It's got a double top falling star. If it doesn't take it out in a timely fashion, it'll come back into support, like down into 760 range. 760, 750. And it is Friday. I got a little popper here, CSFFFFFF capstone. Didn't see that till just now. It's popping, low volume poppers. Low volume poppers. Pershing gold, this is very low volume. Watch for a previous high break on that. 308. Had a pop across the 13. Did a little jig. Inverted hammer. Take out that inverted hammer. 308 on the top. Set my alert. I'm going to set it for above the ask. Set as default. 307. Pershing just poked its head up a moment ago. These are all low volume poppers. Here we go. Could be the start of the run. Boom, boom. Chain out back in the support a little bit. Let's see if I'm missing any stocks on my stock fetcher. I added all my market industries. I got them. But looks like the miners are having too much fun, so I haven't had time to go find those. My filters. Oh, there was another one. I'm gonna add. See if I can find anything in the sector. Basic materials, that was it. There's CLF right there, it came up. Come on now. I don't know where I get the duplicates now. That's another reason why I like Medved. I can add things really fast. Let those things backload. See if I can get any poppers here. NAK 812. Remember, my resistance was at 91. Let's see if I hit the mark. Previous low. Usually previous lows is that previous high, previous low situation. So it's a good bet. It's the balance point. Previous high, previous low. See if we can just barely slap it like clockwork. I call it clockwork. Like a switch watch. I do have a double bottom though. So I could just go right through. If it breaks into previous lows, it can ride all the way up that range. It's probable. That next range would be all the way up to 270 in AK. Let's see. Let's see. I got no volume anywhere. GDX. How are we doing? $235. SLV. Everyone's got a head fake today. GLD. GLD's got a hammer forming on the daily. UI. Gotta take the 19 out. If you didn't get support, don't buy in the range. You gotta buy at support or sell into resistance. It's getting close to resistance. Pop the 19, come back in the 19, either buy the pop or buy the support. Back into the 19. What happened to XRA? Did a lot of these fall off the map? I don't even know it. Symbol not found. Oh, they're just not backfilling. I need to backfill. All right, you guys see anything? I do have the other sectors open. Let's see, let's see. Oil, energy. These are all coming from my scan. These are weekly chart scans. So let's watch those pops across the 8, into the 13, back into the 8 for support. I got 2-bar pattern on CRR, Carbo, Ceramics. No idea. Previous high break is in on the intraday. 2-bar reversal on the daily. Looks good. HLX. I know HLX. Isn't that Carbo? Isn't that carbon fiber? maybe. I don't know. Yes, that's a nice looking one. You see the little dance over the 8, pop over the 13, back into the 8 on the cross. Watch for the previous high break if you didn't buy the support. 650 break. That is nice. Yes, good eye, good eye. Look at that long J curve on Jivo. I like those J curve pops. That long, elaborate, consolidated J curve pop. Watch the intraday come back into support. Buy the support, sell the resistance. No guarantees, but I don't know anything about these. Just trading. See how good these stock. Let's see how good this stock fetcher picks up these long-term charts. I really, really just encourage you just to do that every morning, just to do your scan. Put it in your watch list. These are weekly charts, so it takes a while, but you'll have a long list of things to trade every single day. I guarantee it. That one popped into resistance, coming back into support now. USEG. We can do this. Previous high break coming on that one. Set your alerts as you go. I don't know about that one. There's one consolidated one. USCG closing on its highs right now. On its highs. USCG looks like a nice one for my style, for my trading account volume. Small volume though. Small volume. Those are the ones to watch though. No volume. The sellers have dried up. You can see my Williams on the 1 week chart came into the red and back out of the red, came back in for support, and now it's on its way up. So RSI looks good. OBV, take it or leave it. It's almost over 0. My OBV, I want it to be over 0. All right, let's go look at medical. Let's turn off my scan. Oh, it turns it off. Let's let it update. There's a medical one right there. Watch for a previous high break. We got higher lows. Pattern is forming. Right, but it's a pattern pinch right below the 34. Nice little pops coming on that one. Looks like it popped. It's coming back into support now on the intraday. The bullish retracement. That looks like a good one. It's got good volume. MNKD. VTVX. Oops. Come on now, get out of here. Therapeutics. I'm looking for those long consolidated patterns. Got a 2-bar reversal on that one. AB bottom. Reversal, reverse head and shoulders on a weekly chart on this one. You can see the left head, right shoulder back into support. Watch previous high breaks. I think that's it for this one. That's the medical. Let's do finance. Finance was very slim, so it'll be nice. Not a lot to choose from here. Look at that long J curve right there. Long J curve pop into the 13, back into support for the cross. It's like a bottom on Marathon Patent Group. Yes, we did. We found the bottom on JNUG on the 1-minute chart when on the open. We were all commenting how great it's going to be for a Friday run, and then they slammed it in an instant. It was awesome. Let me get through this. I'll go back to gold and silver. So long consolidation here. I'm going to set my alert. Set my alert for a previous high break because the consolidation is in. I'm going to set my alert. Look at that long consolidation. Got to get over that 34 on a weekly chart. Could take another leg down. No, we got a flat bottom. The head fake. It's the I call it the volatility move. The the volatility candle. I think the 60-minute would show it. It was a head fake, definitely a head fake over 19 on JNUG was what we were watching. So we got to get it back above 19 for the final push. So it head faked over 19 resistance. Slammed it down like 80 cents, almost 90 cents. These are the financials. Not a lot to choose from. Looks like Rand might be a good one to watch. Rand Capital Corporation. Long consolidation. Looks like a pop is coming. Absolutely no volume today, though. None. All right, all right. So let's go back to, I think I covered those. Yep, let's go to the miners. Lithium still on its highs. TRM, oh, missed it. It's a weekly chart though. Let's go to the daily. NAK 183, looks like it's coming in on its high still. That's good, that's good. This came back into support on the intraday. Watch this America's Silver on a previous high break. 360, looks like. I'm gonna set my alert now. Trendline alerts for Medved, I love them. No volume poppers. They just, where did JNUG go? Oh, JNUG's close. Oh, come on now. Get out of here. What's that? Pharma IMMU. Looking at a weekly chart. Yeah, weekly already ran. It's been running up for a while. Monthly chart looks like it's been going up for a while. Previous high break was at 7. I usually don't chase things, so it looks good, no doubt. But I always want to catch them on the break down when it crosses over the 34 back into the 34, and then you got that trend. So it does look good though. I mean, who knows? It could go to 100. I have no idea. It's a weekly chart. Filled out a bow tie. I don't know the bow tie. I'll have to check that out. Is that something from GAN? Yeah, JNUG is creeping. I see it. Did you catch the very bottom sluggo, or was it the 42 you got? Previous high break on the 60-minute for SBGL. Could come into resistance in and around 7 on a weekly chart. See if we can get it come back into support if you didn't catch the break. $42, okay. I got that on my things to do, Steely. I know I have files on GAN. I just got to do a review, so I'll go check them out. Looking for 8 o'clock high on CLF. How are we doing on that? Getting close. Everything's getting close. No confirmation on the falling star. Double top. Still needs to take out that double top. But the weekly chart says it's ready. Support is at, let's see, the trend, the pattern is up. Looks like 725 or so. 74. Let's use a 60-minute. Yeah, final line of support is that trend line here. Looks like 725. So either grab it at support or let her rip. Buy the 8 break. In that weekly chart, the 8 break is over the 34, so it's going to be a nice break. That's why. MUX just popped its head up. That thing got knocked back pretty good, so. Oh no, I didn't. I have a backfill problem, I think. And a balance point there. MUX looks good. Make sure it holds. $232. Got a 2-bar reversal on the 60-minute. Got the A. It broke down and then it came back through. We got a whipsaw bottom on MUX. I'll definitely look into GAN. Last person I was researching was Williams %R. And I really like the way it works. When it goes into the red and then it comes out of the red, that's your buy. Into the red, out of the red. Into the red, out of the red. This needs a confirm break on the top side though. On the indicator. This is a good example of into the red, out of the red right here. Pop. Plug in support. JNUG is at 81. See anything out there? PLM poked its head up. It's on its highs. Oh, I put basic materials in my watch list. That's why I got this OEC. Let's see how the big boys are doing it. Silver's over 17. Gold's still positive. Copper, gold, silver, all positive. Looking for a previous high break. After the head fake on gold. I believe the higher high and the higher lows, this little situation here is an accumulation pattern, consolidation. You see that? You know what I'm talking about? Higher high, higher lows. The accumulation pattern is coming. Someone's accumulating it. S&P's up into resistance. Let's see what happens here on the weekly chart. Next week on S&P is going to be telling. Oh, look at that. I had an inverted hammer on a weekly chart on the dollar. Just turned into. It's not confirmed yet. It's not Friday close, but just confirmed on the downside that is a falling star rejection off the 8 on the weekly chart. Watch for previous low breaks on the dollar. Damn. Slammed it. We got a head fake gold silver, and then they slammed dollar right afterwards. Previous low breaks are in. Wow. Looks like the dollar's going to be taking another leg. Let's see what happens to the miners. Slam the dollar. Let's see what happens. The Dow, I'm still working with a 2-bar reversal top. I'm looking for a reverse or a head and shoulders top. S&P, 2-bar reversal coming back into resistance, so it could be a bearish retracement, allowing it to fall on over. Everything's gearing up for a fall on the equities. Everything's gearing up for a big push on gold, silver, copper. Silver's above 17, so let's stay there. Silver's got a little reversal, the right shoulder that's going to come in, I bet, next week. That's a nice 2-bar reversal on silver. Head fake. See that volatility move? The volatility move is what I the volatility candle in one candle goes through the whole range of the move. So you can see that whole range. It didn't go all the way down. And plus, I was looking for that 60-minute right shoulder to come in. That's the slingshot move. That's the volatility move. I'm looking for a previous high break. Easy deasy. Two-bar reversal. That looks awesome. That's a 4-hour chart. I got 3 hours to go on it, but that's going to sling right out of there. Let's get to 1850 and we'll talk. Let's see. All the miners are up. Look at that hammer coming across on the daily chart. Previous high breaks are coming. Looks good. Previous high breaks. Previous high breaks. JNUG. That's the monster. That's the one that hasn't really done anything since the reverse split. 19 will give us 20. We should be able to get to previous lows at 21. Boom. AG. AG's coming off that bottom. Into the 8, back into support, higher low. Over the 8, into the 13, back into the 8, previous high breaks. It's back over the 13. You can see that J curve coming in on that 8. It's going to pop, come back in. Or I can just shoot out. Volume helps. I've got diminishing volume now. What is this line here? All the sellers are drying up. I should have had basic materials in my watch list before because I'm missing some of these CLFs. XPLR looks like another CLF kind of dealio. Sierra metals. There's a bunch of them I've always been missing. NAK is on its highs. Who bought NAK when we saw it earlier? Anybody? I didn't buy it. I think I got like $100 in a Ameritrade account. I took everything out and put it in the cryptos. Let's see how my $100 is doing. I think my $100 turned into $50 pronto. Yeah, my $100 went to $50 in an instant. And the symbol's not found anymore. Nice. I always pick the good ones. $139. Good job. Good job. Yeah, 139. Perfect. That weekly chart, previous high break. Higher low, previous high break. Nice pop. Good job. I'll have to see if my money still exists in PPP. Looks like they did something to it. Nah, it had a good higher low bottom. Yeah, I think you did good. Good instinct. $18.93. Looking for a 19 break on JNUG. 92, 93. Let's get on that JNUG. Let's see what's happening. NAK 185 on its highs. USAS. Watch that one for a previous high break. That's going to be a 52 high break too. 52 week high break. That's going to be a nice break. So watch that one, everyone. Make some easy cash. Watch for the break. Watch it break. Watch for the head fakes. If you buy the break, if it head fakes, then it didn't hold support. You got to get out. But if you got a bunch of money, slim in. Take a sliver, watch the break, watch it come back into support, buy another sliver. If it holds support, then you keep buying it on the way up. USAS, it needs volume, but it's got a previous high break coming, and it's gearing up. It is gearing up. See the break on the intraday, the break coming back into support. Watch the previous high break. Boom, boom. Easy peasy on that one. CSFFFFF capstone. Missed that previous high break. I'm waiting for this to come back into support. I missed the break. WGMCF. WG. Sluggo's got the WGMC. Oh, yeah. Okay. The one I skipped over. Can't see anything on it. That's yours, Sluggo? What are you doing with that one? I don't see anything going on with it. Let's see. Let's change it to a daily. Oh, I still don't see anything on it. Is it me? My Ameritrade feed? I bet you it is. I know the go pattern. You would say S. Watch that one. Someone's going to slap it. NAK off its highs. Slant and go pattern. Oh, I see what you're saying. Sluggo. Oh, all right. Well, that's if you got money to do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. I used to do that when I was in real estate. I would just pick a stock and I would just accumulate it all year, and then wait for the break, because eventually it does. It accumulates. Someone's accumulating it. I mean, that's a great idea. Just nowadays, I don't trust the banks at all, so I hate them. After I ran into trouble with the IRS, I don't play games anymore with these people. When the IRS sends you a bill and says, "Oh, you owe us $65,000," I'm like, "What? I don't have any money. What are you talking about?" I'm looking for an NAK to slap. Well, you want to sell into resistance. So take a sliver off, take profits off all the way into resistance. I got my previous low set just below 2. So, I mean, if you're in it for a while, I would take profits off, or you can sell your core that you bought into it and leave the free shares to run. That's what I do all the time. I accumulate if I'm in it for the long run. Whether it's $50, whether it's $10, I'll just leave it there. There we go. Something happened to my computer for a second. My resistance line on the weekly chart, the long-term chart, is my previous low at, was that 195 exactly? These are all just areas. So, I mean, and plus, I don't know if it's just going to whip right through it, because it is a double bottom. It is a W bottom here, and the confirmation is 2 o'clock on the break. So if you can handle it going into resistance, coming back into support for a 25-cent return, I would suggest even staying in it. That's a fantasy name, Sluggo? It's a slant go pattern? Seriously? I played the Z-back in high school. I know the slant go pattern. I played right off the hip of the tight end. That's funny. NAK on its highs. That's a W bottom. I don't know if I'd sell it. Maybe I'd just take profits off it too. Or 195, one whatever, 190. I don't know. It's hard to tell anybody a when to sell because I don't know what you're holding. I don't know what your tolerance is. If I had a bunch of tolerance, I would just be accumulating the hell out of it. I'd hit a high, sell my profits, come back into support, and just buy it again. I don't know. It's easier to tell people when to buy it, not to sell it. Usually in the chat room, I pretty easy not to tell anybody when to sell. You can just tell them where the resistance is. Because you could easily just miss a big move. I don't know. And I don't want that to happen. These are all sluggos. Friday afternoon. Are we going to see a break on JNUG? Yeah, so what I do is just take a little sliver off as it goes up, all the way up into resistance. And then when it slams down, I have my order in place. I put my order in ahead of time because those volatility moves, yes, it comes down and picks you up right away, and then it's like a slingshot. Sell all the way up, and then you put your order all the way back into support, and that volatility move comes down and gets you. That's the way I do it. Always take your profits off the table. All the way up. Looks like my hour is up. Pretty good morning. That was a pretty good head fake for a good lesson there. Gold money looks like it picked up the pace a little bit. JNUG went to a bottom. Now it's coming across 90. Let's see that 90 cross on JNUG. New candle on the 60-minute. Let's see. Come on. 5-minute chart. It's going to go. Look at that spike low. That's a reversal. Watch for the right shoulder to come in maybe, and there the head fake. But it held support just that last candle. 190 or 1890. Let me hang on a little bit. Let's see if we can get a pop here. 92, 93, 95. Here she goes. It's got to break that resistance right there on the 5 minute. Come on. Slab it. Where's Jasper at? Jasper alive out there? 93. 95. Come on. Boom, boom. There she is. 19 break. That's the break. Don't look back. Don't do it. Oh, fell below 18. Come on. 19 will get you 20. Well, 20, if it breaks 20, it'll go to 21. I got resistance on the long-term chart at 21, Sluggo. So just keep taking profits off. That's what I would do. Here she goes. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Hold it. Hold 19 for support. Two. Let's break that high. Let's break the intraday high, the head fake high. Let's do it. Come on. I think that's 1910. 19.3, 4. It's going to do it. Yes, you're right. Take out the daily high. But ultimately, I want that 19 to hold. 19.6. That head fake, when it comes back through, it's not going to stop. That head fake is always telling. That volatility move, that's a very tell. That was the final move. The head fake. Take out the high. $19 will get you 20. It used to be 16 get you 20. I don't know anymore. They just get younger anyways. There she is. Boom. Slap that pig. Get it. Go, 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 go. Good job, Sluggo. Where the hell is Jasper? You should be in this, Jasper. My alert went off on yeah, thanks for that's a dark past. I don't use bank accounts anymore. Gold and silver. I bought my last car with silver. I bought my house with silver. Damn, kid. Hold it to 20. Damn it, Jasper. Where the frick are you? That was when I was in real estate. I was a big hitter. And then I never got a foreclosure or anything, never got a bankruptcy. So I did the right thing and sold everything off and lost everything. I had like 5 homes. I was doing all sorts of investments. So I ended up losing everything, and then a year later, IRS sends me a note saying I owe them $65,000 after I just lost everything. I'm like, what? It didn't end up to be 65. It was more like 20, but the IRS likes to exaggerate. They do. They exaggerate it big time because they can't prove anything. Once you sign that little return, then you're liable. Yeah, yeah. They just like throw it out there. Yeah, but it still. Um, After I lost everything, I was doing property management. I was making good money, and had like 10 grand in the bank, and it was Wells Fargo, and Wells Fargo just gave them all my money plus a transaction fee. So after IRS took every cent, Wells Fargo said, "Oh, well, you owe us for a transaction fee," and didn't tell me about it for like 10 days. Anywho's, $400 later, I told Wells Fargo to take a hike, and IRS took all my money. And then so I I went off the grid and owed IRS 10 grand for like 10 years. I paid them off. No worries. It was hard though, because once the IRS starts taking your bank account money, you're kind of like in the woods, literally. They're just a definitely just mafia. Definitely. If we all stand together, we don't have to do this crap. The individual um, income tax is illegal in the Constitution. The corporate tax is legal. It's in the Constitution. Corporate tax pays for our defense, but the individual tax just goes directly into the bankers' pockets. So definitely illegal because it's not reapportioned to the people. Makes it illegal. The IRS is just a collection arm for the Federal Reserve, and they're illegal. And we're idiots. We're a bunch of slaves, and we're just running around letting the bankers rule our lives. JNUG's going to have a big move on a weekly chart. It's coming back into support. You see that? The break, and then it comes back into the support. Buy the support. Buy the support. I don't know where Jasper is, my student. He should be in this, buying an option. He likes to buy the option. I had 5 homes. I was hitting it. I should be retired. Yeah, Puerto Rico. I bet you support. I want to say stay at that even point 19. Anything below that, that's a tolerance level, a level up to you. Anything below 19, I need support to hold on 19. But if it dips below and whipsaws back, yeah, more power to you. But I can't recommend that because I can't. I need 19, that emotional spot to hold. But yeah, if it does a dip, another whipsaw. Well, yeah, the EMA 8, yes, but depends on what time frame. I mean, this is a week 5-minute chart, so my support would be more like a 60-minute chart. I want to hold that 19. The 5-minute chart doesn't have the. See, there's the 1-minute chart. It's holding the 13, cross below the 8, back into the, or cross below the 8, back into the 13. So the last line of defense on the 1 minute just hit. Excuse me. Oh, come on. You know, when you're using support, you want to use longer term charts. So 19 held, looks like crossed over, crossed below the 8, into the 13, crossing over the 13 would be nice for a V bottom. And then 1928 would be the high to break. So yes, you want to use the emotional spots. The emotional spots are good. 19 is not a big emotional spot though. It's an even number, but the 20 is going to be big. Like the dollar emotional spot is big. The $3 emotional spot is big. The $5, the $10, and the 20. 15 too, I guess. 19's in the middle there. 20 is going to be a big spot to break. That's a big emotional spot. Because 20 is that previous low. The previous low. Big emotional spot. You can see that previous low here. Looks like just above 20. But I mean, the tolerance, yeah, back to the tolerance. I mean, if you got a bunch of money and you're just accumulating the hell out of it, I would buy the dips. Yeah. It's going to be a longer term. I mean, the weekly chart says previous high breaks on this bottom confirmation above 20 into 24. I mean, we're headed to 24 on JNUC. It'll probably do a high level consolidation. On the intraday charts. Broke, came back in, now it's on its way back. 5-minute chart would be the one I would be watching right now. The pop, bullish retracement back into support, and now the double back. The 1-2 punch over at 19. It'll probably do a little dance here. 24, yeah, previous, the 34 on the weekly chart, the long-term chart. The natural course of return is that 34. So once we get a confirmation on the body, on the bottom here, it should head to 24, 24.50. This range up here, the weekly chart. It's going to be a good runner. Coming off of a long-term bottom. Weekly chart. This is the bottom. We need a confirmation over 20. It'll go to 24. Maybe you get a pop over 24 to the next previous lows. Long-term chart. If you're in it for the long term. 35. No, wait. Previous low would be closer to 40. Previous low. Natural course return first is into the 34. You got the 1, 2, 3. That third time is a charm. All right, it's getting late for me. I want to do this all day long, guys, but I got to go make some other jackass some money. I got to work for a living. I still haven't got a response from Jasper. If Jasper shows up, I'm going to kick his ass. He needs to be in this. Let me see if I can get him. Let me see if I can get Jasper on the phone. Wake his ass up. Probably went to ladies' night or something. Thursday night, ladies' night. Let's see. I don't even know. Oh, I forget. It's going to do a little dance over support, so don't let it dip below. I got the look at the 5-minute chart RSI. It hit a double top, had the green, and then went back into the pattern, or the elasticity of it went back in. So I got a sell order here, but if the consolidation stays above 19 on the price, this can come down, and as long as it doesn't go negative, below negative 80 down here. So I'd watch the Williams come down, let this consolidate, high-level consolidation. It's a little tricky, but it looks like we got a exhaustion high. But as long as price stays above 19, I'm good. I'm good. Nah, Jasper's got a woman. I'm just kidding him. I'm hoping he's listening. I gotta find his number. I'm gonna wake his ass up before I go. AG looks good too. AG looks good for a bottom. I haven't spoken of that, but you can see the double bottom, or even the triple bottom, and the U coming off that curve into the 8, back into support, over the 8 into the 13, back into support, the 8 previous high break over the 13, the J curve. That's a nice little pattern. Watch a pattern break on AG. Nice whipsaw on gold. That is the volatility move we always look for. That's usually a head fake volatility move, the one right before the big moves. That volatility move. Okay, I found his number. I'm gonna get this guy. Five-minute chart. Gonna hold JNUG 8. Hold that 8 all the way up. Looking for a turn on my RSI. You guys are funny. HMY, was that the energy stock that we were looking at? Oh no, HMY is Harmony, isn't it? There we go. Yeah, it had a pop, came back in a support, did a little dance over support. I got a previous high break coming. Harmony. DRD. Yes, yes, yes. Can't say no to you, Maria. Nope. No, no, no. Previous high breaks coming. DRD looks good on that daily. Let's check the month. Yes. These should be all coming into a long-term bottoms. Good Friday, good Friday. Dollar's taking another leg down. Let's see how that closes for a Friday. I'll do a weekly review tonight too. So, or not tonight. No, not tonight. Sunday. Oh, previous high break on that long-term chart. Here, wait. I'm going to stop using this trading view and get it on here. The confirmation bottom is the previous low, previous high scenario right there, 3-4. But it it's coming off a double bottom over the 8 into the 8 into the 13. It could come back into the 8, but hold that 13 on support. You can see the long-term bottom here on my RSI coming out of the red. That's your buy, which is right over the 8. But if you didn't buy the bottom, you got to buy the break. Don't buy in the range. When you buy into the range, it's a 50-50. Let's do short term. Let's set an alert. Looks like I got on the intraday, I got a bullish piercing pattern. Let me find the candle for it. Yeah, that's a bullish piercing pattern. Open down and open all the way down and just crushed it. That's a good pattern right there. Bullish piercing pattern off the 90, off that half-day chart. Monthly chart on the DRD is a little dance over the 34. So it's a huge bullish retracement. Crossed over the 34 on a monthly, had a 2-bar reversal back in, made a lower high, came back in. It's a huge bullish retracement consolidation right over the 34. Let's get back above the 34, a little bullish piercing pattern. There we go. That's the balance point. It would be a good buy, yeah. When you cross that 3 on the intraday, though, you want to narrow it down a little bit more. That's a weekly chart on the long term. But when you narrow it down, it looks like the previous pattern break would be 332.5, blah, blah, blah. And then the previous high is but support and resistance are all just areas. So pick a good area, make sure you hold it. I would say between 35 and 40 on the pattern break. JNUG, hugging support. What's going on with let's see here. What's going on with cryptos? Nothing much. Oh, I didn't. Hold on. JNUG, holding support. Come on. BCUB. Nope. Oh, yeah. Bitcoin took another leg up. Oh, I shouldn't say a leg up, but it looks bullish. It's likely to break previous highs on Bitcoin, if you can imagine that. It's crazy. And Medved changed the, so now I can see which ones are hitting their highs and lows with the red and green boxes. So this is going to be easy peasy. I can just sit here and just see if it hits on its highs. No response from Jasper. All right, everyone. Don't forget to give a dog a bone. Buy buy an old man a cup of coffee. And we did good today, I think. JNUG was a good head fake, a good buy at support, broke previous highs, now it's holding support. I think it was good. Good lesson. But I got to go. I got to make sure my laundry's done. I got to make sure I get some breakfast before I go to work. So I'll see you guys. Sunday night, I'll do a review for the weekly review. Looks like dollar's crashing again. We'll see ya.